Hey everybody, welcome to Candy Coated Conversations with your girl Candace here, joined by my co-host Tamika, heavy on the Scott. Hey Tamika.
Hi, Candace. How are you?
Girl, look, I'm feeling good. Had a great day. I don't even know why my day was so good. It's only Tuesday. I usually just be reserving this type of feeling for at least Wednesday, at least hump day. But look, I was in a good mood today, all day long.
That's good. That's
Shockingly. Look,
good.
that's right. Look, I ain't mad at it. Hey, voracious one, early bird. How are
Hi,
you, lady?
V1.
Yes. Y'all, this is a reminder. Voracious put it in chat. Hey, sip and talk with Miss Londa. I believe
Hi,
Voracious
Miss
has
Fonda.
two shows tomorrow. So y'all, it's Bible study tomorrow at Voracious. I'm not solid on the times because I missed it last Wednesday, but I'm making it tomorrow. Hey, Babs. So put the
Hey,
times
Miss
in, but I
Babs.
think there's an earlier show earlier than Bible study. So I don't know about that one specifically because I'm just finding out about that one. So let everybody know. Put it in the chat, Voracious One, so we ready for tomorrow night. And sip and talk. Put your upcoming show. Put a link to your show, next show in the chat so everybody can check it out and everything. How is everybody? I'm hoping everybody had a good day. Come on in, because we got to talk about, of course, we're going to get to our trending topics, but look, we got to talk about, look, I'm understanding that it's a growing epidemic that women are dealing with men that are secret haters. They dealing with men that are secretly jealous of them. So I want y'all to put it in your mind. I want you to think about your past relationships and be like, dang, yeah, that brother was jealous of me. He was a hater. Everything I did, he didn't have nothing good to say, or he tried to downplay it. So I want y'all to think about that because I want everybody to participate in the conversation because I know at some point or another we have all dealt with somebody like this. I think I said hey to Meek, but let me say again. And
No,
hey,
hey,
Coco
me.
Drips. Hey,
Hey,
Audra. Hey,
Coco. Hey, Miss
ladies. How you? Hope
Audra.
y'all doing good tonight. Okay, so look, let's get started with the trending topics, you guys. Now, hopefully, we have some good clips. And you know what? I thought about coming on real quick to share it because Kamala, it didn't even occur to me that everybody was going to be broadcasting it. So I was like, dang, I should have broadcast the whole thing and we could have all watched it together. But literally, by the time I even knew that it was on, it was like 10 minutes before it ended. It sounded like she had the crowd going, sounded like it was a good time, a good rally. And I loved how at the end she said, yeah, Donald Trump, you got something to say to me, say it to my face. She calling him out, she punking him. So and y'all know right now Trump is at a rally himself, sounding crazy. The crowd was sounding dry. I went in there to take a quick look at it, and it wasn't hitting on nothing. You hear me? Nothing. So y'all, let's start off with our trending topics. Let's see what's going on um in the shade room. I always start at the shade room. So let me share my screen here. See what we got going on. Put a one in the chat if you guys caught Kamala's speech. Because if plenty of people didn't, we might have to play a little bit of it. Okay, so what is this? Oh, this is Shade Room Family Affairs. Looks like this is Lala Anthony and Keon Anthony, mom and dad pictures, or mom and son pictures. Look, are they gonna talk? Look, I'm gonna be look. I'm in such a good mood. I'm about to be a shit stirrer today. Look, they gonna talk about Lala's picture with her son, like they talked about the game's picture with his daughter. She hugged up like they couple pics. They matching and everything. Is this giving mom and dad or boyfriend girlfriend? Now I got it because look, Candy Girl
It's
always fair.
giving mom
I,
and son.
it's giving mom and son, or you just saying that
Maybe
because you
because
don't
we
like the game?
know.
Because you don't like the game.
I like the game. I mean, I don't have nothing to say about him. Like, I don't have nothing to say about Lala. It's her son.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm trying to make sure you're not
She
being
just
biased,
hugging her
Coco.
son. No, that's Coco. I mean, you said Coco?
Or Tamika. Okay, let me see right here. There she is with him too. Let's see. Okay. All right. They cute, mom and dad. Okay, now look at this. Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this, but I cringed when I saw it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I cringed when I saw this. So DDG is already has baby Halo out here doing sit-ups. Let me see what he's talking about.
There we go. Give me one more. Come on, that's a crunch. There we go. Yeah, come on. Come on. Give me one more. One more. One more. One more. Come on. One more. Come on. One more. Come on. Come on. One more. Come on. Come on. It's okay. He did his best. He gave y'all 2, man. We're gonna work on 5 tomorrow. Okay, come on, then. You good? Already getting them
I'm gonna
started
tell you
early.
why I cringed when I saw this. You see how baby Halo is reaching up like that. You know, he ain't think he doing no goddamn sit up. But I was cringing when I saw him doing this because it's really not a good thing to do. Because this exact reason right here, this is how my brother, when he was a baby, like around this age, gave himself a hernia. Doing that, pulling up like that, just like that. So if the baby, if he's gonna cause he could cause the baby. I'll say could to get a hernia, by doing that a lot. So I hope he
Or
isn't
mess up his
does not
spine.
have him doing that a lot. And literally, my brother had to. He had a little hernia right at his tummy area where you raising up like that because he's straining to do that. So that's really not good to have babies doing things like that. Could it? Because like with my brother, it caused him to get a hernia, and he had to have surgery, to have that removed. So he definitely doesn't want doing that. That's not a sign of, oh, the baby's so smart. The baby don't know what he doing. You know what I mean? So don't do that, DDG. I didn't want to say it in the comments. I started to put it in the comments, but I didn't want to be all Debbie Downer. But look, I'll be Debbie Downer on my show if I want to. I sure have. Though had a baby do it. Okay. So let's see. What is this? It says, Cut the Foolie, my boy on PBS News stream was going crazy for Not Like Us. Oh man, I want to play this, but I know I cannot play it because it has music. Okay, let's skip it. Let's see what's going on. Okay, here's a little something from the rally. It says, here's what went down at Vice President Kamala Harris's first Democratic rally in Atlanta. So let's get a little update, y'all. Oh, wow, it's a little low, y'all. Let's see if I can turn it up.
But Donald Trump has a different plan in mind. One that would raise prices on middle-class families. Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. I take it you've seen it. Project 2025 is a plan to weaken the middle class. Be clear. And Donald Trump intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. We will take on
Okay.
landlords and cap unfair rent increases. And we will take on big pharma to cap prescription drug costs for all Americans.
Okay, we saw that one.
He intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to gut our investments in clean energy jobs. He intends to end the Affordable Care Act, to take us back to a time when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. You guys remember what that was? Children with asthma, breast cancer survivors, grandparents with diabetes. Georgia, America has tried these failed policies before, and we are not going back.
Okay, is that the slogan?
He intends to give tax breaks. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
Oh,
Donald Trump, on the other hand,
oh,
I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you got something to say it to my face.
okay. All right. Now look, I'ma say this because I'm always a realist. Now y'all know they always give us a lot of promises. They promise this, get us jazzed up and going. Now we know she ain't gonna do all of that, but if she do some of it, we gonna be good. Because there's a lot of things going on right now in the world and with the society. We have all the young people claiming they can't even afford to get a place on the end. We talked about it last week. Remember, some of these people got to have 5, 6 roommates just to live. Everything is going up. They not get. They can't get no help. Prices are going up. Everything's going up with the wages. So hopefully she, some of the things where she's, really speaking to people and it's, hitting them where, dang, this is what I need. We need somebody working this. Hopefully they fulfill some of that. But you know what? As with all presidents and presidential candidates, we're not going to get everything, but if we can make some major changes, that will be a good thing. Okay, so that's what happened at the little rally today. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, now she was quoting Quavo. Quavo was talking at the rally. Look, let's see what was going on at the rally, y'all. Here's Quavo. He takes the stage. Hold on, let me stop. Now, is she discrediting herself having these rappers coming up? Now, granted, keep in mind, put a 1 in the chat if she's discrediting herself. Put a 2 if no, she's speaking for the people. This is reaching the people. Put it in the chat. Let's see what Quavo had to say. Oh, go ahead. What you think, Tamika?
I feel like she's trying to engage just like Obama did with the younger crowd, with bringing the rappers and things like that to their, to their podium. Like, I don't think that is for clout or anything like that. I just think that she's trying to connect with the younger people.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, I don't know.
And then after this, Megan Thee Stallion was there too. So let's take a look at both of these.
One of these issues that I care about is resolving the gun violence issue. You can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business. I mean, one of these issues that I care about is, so if you never voted before, make sure you get out and vote right now because it's the real one. And in the words of my brother Takeoff, let me get a come along. I'm going to hand it over to Tyler Green. Let him talk about his vote and introduce the next president of the United States of America. Yes, sir. So if you never voted.
Okay, those are Quavo's words of encouragement to everybody, and we all know. Hopefully, he takes gun violence seriously because he did lose his uncle. Takeoff was his uncle, even though they was damn near the same age. That was his uncle. He was lost to gun violence. So, okay, now let's see what Meg Thee Stallion had to say. She performs. Now, of course, I can't play it. I'll play like 10 seconds. Let's see. Okay, let me look at the performance. So of course she's saying she had her little blurb was concerning, women's rights to their bodies. So she performing body there.
I don't know. For a campaign, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking earlier. let me get y'all's opinion. I want put y'all thoughts in the chat on this. I was looking or not looking. I was thinking about Megan Thee Stallion. Honestly, I I wish that she had just and I don't know if she did or not, but I wish that she hadn't come as a performer, but I wish she had come as a speaker like Quavo
Yes, like
because
Quavo.
she
Yes,
would have had a lot to say. She's a young woman. She would have tackled those issues. Let's keep in mind she's a recent college graduate. So I would have
hmm
liked to have her come and reach out to the young women and bring in those young women voters and
yes.
things like that by speaking instead of performing. I would have liked to see that from her, and I thought she would have done an excellent job. But I mean, whatever capacity, she's gonna reach. Look, some of the hotties, they gonna vote just because she's there. Hey Tita, hey Cat Eyes,
Hey,
thanks for
Tita
coming
Rita. Hey, Cat
in.
Eyes.
Look, here go. Tita said, "What's the difference from Trump having Amber, Hulk, and Kim and Kanye? Nothing. She had much better choices, in my opinion. So really, really, no difference, to be honest with you. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen Megan come and talk to the people, talk to the young women in the crowd. So let's see. Now y'all know yesterday we said that Sin Santana was pregnant. But look, we didn't know who she's pregnant by. But it says Brent Faiyaz. Y'all know the singer? He has some good songs. Seemingly responds to rumors that Sin Santana is pregnant with his child. So, says Brent Faiyaz has time today. The singer seemingly responded to rumors that he is expecting a child with Sin Santana. The two were spotted together in September 2023, but it's unclear if they were ever an item. While people continue to speculate about who the father of Sin's child is, she has not revealed his identity. Do y'all think people be doing the most, like who she pregnant by? Like what? Like y'all don't know her personally. You don't really need to know. You know? And they just showing some old pictures of them together. Leave this woman alone so she can enjoy her pregnancy in peace. Leave her alone. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? What is this? Let me see. This is
On it, I will put Lotto. And then there's another artist that I just discovered. I hope I don't say her name wrong, but Anicia, where has she been all my life? Because every song is my. She a princess for real. If I were making a summer hit song, I would put Meg the Stallion on it. I would put Lotto.
Okay, so she's saying who she would put on her summer playlist. Now I'm gonna check this Anicia out because she came in the comments all excited. I guess is she a rapper? Anicia, never heard of her. But let's see. Okay, y'all know the Olympics is going on, and they say that Simone Biles is officially the most decorated U.S. Olympic gymnast in history. Ooh, I love it for that sister. Ooh, I love it. Congratulations, Simone. Okay,
Hey,
let's get through.
voiceovers by Stephanie Marie.
Hey, voiceovers, welcome. Oh, look at this. I'm not going to show it, y'all, but it says LAPD officer removed from field duties after video shows him punch a handcuffed man during recent arrest. Why is he removed from field duties instead of removed from duties, period? That's what I don't like. That's, it makes no sense. Okay, this is something. It says Illinois sheriff speaks for the first time since his former deputy fatally pow-powed Sonia Macy. We failed. We did not do our jobs. Let me click on it again so we can hear it from the start. It's very low, you guys. So sorry about that.
I'm going to say something right now that I've never said in my career before. We failed. We did not do our jobs.
He said we failed. We did not do our job. Okay. So it says Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell has spoken on the fatal shooting of Sonia Macy, which occurred at the hands of his ex-deputy Sean Grayson. Additionally, the sheriff has addressed calls from the community and Macy's father to resign from his position. So, wow. And look who's here. Once again, him and Tory Lanez is neck and neck trying to get out of jail. Sit your ass in jail. You deserve to be there. Sit down. R. Kelly is reportedly asking the Supreme Court to overturn sex crime convictions. Argues he was charged outside of the statute of limitations. Not because I didn't do it and I'm an innocent man, but it's not in the statute of limitations. So it says, if at first you don't succeed, y'all know the rest. Looks like R. Kelly is trying to get his convictions overturned once again. This time on the basis he was charged outside of the statute of limitations and tried after the law extending the statute went into place. Kales and his lawyer are reportedly asking the Supreme Court to overturn his convictions for possession of child pornography and including minors to have sex. They are reportedly arguing that the crimes happened decades ago and the charges were barred by the statute of limitations. Kales and his lawyer argued this once before, and prosecutors argued that a 2003 law called the Protect Act made the statute of limitations indefinite for sex crimes. Now R. Kelly and his lawyer are reportedly trying to make the case that the Protect Act extends the statute of limitations for sex crimes that took place after it was passed in 2003. And because of this, they argue Kell's crimes should still be barred by the previous statute of limitations, seeing that his alleged crimes happened back in the 1990s. The Supreme Court will reportedly decide on hearing Kelly's appeal in the next few days. Ugh. This man, he got more nerve than a toothache, y'all. Now, who is this right here? The Shade Room Zaddies. Who is this?
My new passport photos.
Oh!
Looking
damn,
like a
son.
certified chung ting. My new passport photos.
Oh, yes. He definitely looking good in the passport photos. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay, what else do we have? What do we have here? I don't want to look at Trump. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Okay, we saw the rest of these. So let's move over here, y'all, to Neighborhood Talk, see if they have anything different going on before we get on to our topic. Look, y'all, people already they mad at Megan for twerking at the thing. Now, if y'all didn't call her there to speak and you called her there for the talent, what did you expect her to do? I will say that in her defense. What did y'all think that she was gonna do if she came there? Somebody said this is beyond embarrassing. She doesn't even have any uplifting songs that would even be appropriate for a political rally. Well, you know. Somebody said ninjas had Megan throwing A at a political rally. Somebody else said, I know the people who were just cheering on Amber Rose, the head slut in charge, isn't speaking down on Megan. She's literally a self-proclaimed slut. So yeah, they mad about that, but yeah. Okay. Trying to find anything new. Somebody said, this says, wow, a woman shares footage of her alerting her husband of a break-in via Ring camera, seemingly left their 2 kids in the house. I begged them not to hurt the kids. What? Let's see what this is.
Jake.
You mean you got that dog in your hands, but you didn't got your kids?
Call the police?
Please.
What happened?
I was in the bath. I thought you were home. Someone brought her back to where these 2 guys walked in. I begged them not to hurt the kids. take.
Child. So she left the back door and came to the front.
Child, look, let me read these comments. It says the burglar took her phone and communications when they left. She went to ring her husband to call 911. I think she did the best she could in the situation. The dog ran out the house and she just grabbed him. She's clearly in shock. Have some grace. I gotta know what happened.
Nah, yeah, something.
Somebody said then grab the dog but left the kids. God help him. Somebody else said the dog for sure followed her and she just picked him up. Somebody said the robber called CPS on her.
Cause you was in the shower, so the shower is next to your back door. You gonna I don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
That's the definition of F them kids.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God. Voiceover says something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Yeah, that's right. Sipper Talk said something not right with this picture. Yeah, definitely very, very weird. Okay, look, I'm putting this up. This is for tomorrow, you guys, midweek refresher on Voracious One's Twitch channel. So we just gonna come on over there. So look, let's get into it. Y'all ever dated a man that was jealous of you? I have. You know, and they make little comments to where when you tell them things that you're happy about, that you're excited about, they try to downplay it or act like they don't understand why you're so happy about it, or it's just not that big of a deal, or I didn't say anything. I just, it wasn't, that big of a deal. I don't even know why you're so excited about it. I have dealt with men like this before. Ladies, have you ever dealt with a man that was jealous of you and didn't do a very good job of trying to hide it either? You ever dealt with anything like that, Tamika?
No, you should already know.
Tita, get on up here. Tita said the last ninja I was with. So it's like, let's get a little clear idea of this, and I'm going to share these videos that I found. So let me pull this up. Give me just a second. Get this on up here. Just so people have a clear idea of what we're talking about. A lot of people go through this and they don't even realize what they're dealing with. But a lot of times, and these are the instances where we call, they're narcissists, they're this and that. And a lot of times, narcissists do display signs of jealousy towards you. So let's see.
Hi, lovelies. Welcome back.
Oh, it's because those successful women tend to act like men. Men don't want to date themselves, okay? Imagine if I put on lipstick and high heels. You think a girl would want to date me? You'd look at me like, hey, what happened? Not only that, but statistically, higher earning women tend to be more argumentative. Dude, as men, we already had a hell of a day. Our boss ripped us to shreds, the project got done late, and now you want to fight? No! These successful and higher earning women also tend to not be as agreeable or dominant.
Now, see, this is a clear indication. So these are men that are dating women, of course, that make more money than them, and they're full of complaints. They're masculine. What? Because they make more money than you, they're masculine? It just doesn't make any sense. Hey, Tita. So let me finish playing this.
Hey, Candy girl. Hey,
girl. Yeah, talking about their dominant, masculine. So look, let's listen to the other things that he's trying to say.
More competitive, and they tend to possess more masculine traits. A woman needs to be a man's piece. I'm not saying women can't do that. They have every right to. Or if that's their goal in life, to be that boss, CEO, or whatever. But when they turn around and wonder why they're still single in their mid-30s, stop blaming men for not being as interested. When we told you from the beginning what we do look for. What is true, men look for purity, kind-hearted, submissive, sweet, maternally driven, affectionate, and traditional. We're not intimidated by a successful woman. If she's independent and she pays her own bills, great, then you're just another average American adult.
So, what do you think? Are men jealous of women? Have you had any experiences that has made you think or believe that men secretly are jealous of women? I'm going to share a few clips and I'll come back at the end of it and share my thoughts on the subject once again. So let's get into it.
Shout out to
it doesn't matter for a man who's financially stable, because I will say to you, men look at money as power. And men like to have a lot of power. A man who has a lot of money is powerful. So when he sees someone edging towards him who has more money or also has money, it's like a power conflict. And at that being a woman, that's already to them, it's like taking a hit, right? Think about it logically. If there's two men in the room, what's the number one thing that they're going to compare each other to? Who makes more money? Who has the better car? Who's dressed nicer? Who has a nicer watch on his wrist, right? Now imagine he has to compete with his woman. He has to compete with a woman. To them, they're already feeling like, and God forbid you make more money than them. Like, to them, that's already number one hit. So this is why men really don't care. They don't care if you make more money. They like when you're like passionate about something.
Story time on how I dated a guy who was jealous of my success. So I had just finished dating someone and was taking some time out and decided to see what the dating apps were like. And I ended up speaking to a guy quite quickly on. So we actually spoke for a while before we met because I didn't want to jump into dating properly so quickly. So I spoke to this guy for about 4 weeks and then we went on a first date and the date was great. We both met there, so we both drove there. And at the end of the day, he walked me to my car. Now, a comment that I get a lot is about my car. I've worked really hard for it, but as reference, I drive a BMW X4. And as reference, this guy that I dated was an Indian Sikh guy. Anyway, he saw my car and straight away made a comment about it because a lot of people do that. I get it, but whatever. And he made a comment about it, whatever. I just brushed it off. Fine. We were talking after that. He said he wanted to see me again, and we were talking for a few days, maybe a week or two. And then one evening, he started making comments that really started to wind me up. And I even had to double check with friends and ask them if I was bugging out because I was getting pissed off. And he basically said that he made a judgment that I'm spoiled. And he believes that that judgment is correct. And that really wound me up because if anyone knows me, they've not know I've worked really hard to get to where I am. So that is a piss take. But still, and ladies, I don't recommend doing this. I went and explained myself to him. I explained how hard I've worked, how I've got to where I am, and why I deserve what I deserve, even though I should have never done that, and no woman should ever do that for a guy, but I did it anyway. And it got to a point where he made such weird comments. One comment started by saying, "Oh, if I marry you, will your dad buy me a Rolex?" And I was just like, what the hell? And he went on to proceed, and in a voice note, say this. Like, we're the same age, but you have this car and this flat and your dog, and it just makes me think, what am I doing wrong? Like, I don't even go out. I've never come across anything like I could feel the evil eye on me. Like, I could feel his bad energy try to come for me. Like, he was not happy. He was jealous about my success. And he was like wishing bad on me with those comments that he was saying. And I just couldn't believe it. And then he carried on to talk about how all Indian girls drive Mercedes and daddy buys them a Fiat 500 for their first car. And you could just sense like the jealousy and envy that he like has something against Indian girls or whatever it is. I was so gobsmacked, guys. Like, I couldn't believe it. I sent it to all my friends. Like, everyone was so shocked. Like, you hear stories like this, and I knew this could happen, but I actually didn't think it would happen in a way.
Hey, Donencia. Candy, you're on mute.
Hey, Donicia. Yes, the new
Hey,
time is
Donecia.
9:30, sis. 9:30 Central Standard Time. Okay, look, Tita, you ever experienced anything like this? Tell us about it.
Yeah, girl.
What
So
happened?
when I was studying so hard for my national certification, going through everything I was going through, getting my certificate and everything, and he like, "Oh, well, good for you. You worked for it." And I'm like, "Damn, you ain't acknowledged that. You don't need acknowledgement for no grown people stuff. That's what grown people supposed to do." Like, dude, you seen me stressing about this test for months. And,
Yeah,
and
why not be happy for you? Why not congratulate you?
exactly. And then like another instance, like with everything going on with my dad, he was like, "Yeah, I know not too many people care about stuff like that, but I know my daughter probably feel the same way about me as you do your dad." Like,
But he acted like he didn't have any compassion.
exactly.
That was weird. Yeah, that was weird. I hope you got rid of that weirdo fast too.
Yeah, that's the dilemma hoe.
Oh God. Yeah. What's good? He's off the scene. Tamika, what we got in the comments?
The comments is, let's go up. Okay, we already did that. Let's go to our subject comments. If it happened, he did not let me find out. Okay, V1. That again. She said, if it happened, he did not let me find out. Voiceover by Stephanie Marie said, oh my goodness, my daughter's father, he was jealous if I spent time with my family or I was blessed with money or people doing things for myself or my daughter. And I'm being very transparent.
That's so weird. Like, and see, that's the thing. A lot of times, we don't even notice it until like after the relationship's over. Like when it's happening and in the moment, we're hurt by it, but we don't recognize it as jealousy because it's hard for, at least this was my feeling. It's hard for you to even imagine that a person that you're either in love with, dating, you know, that they're jealous of you. But it really is jealousy. They can be jealous that you have a close family, that your family's close, and sometimes they even do things to try to distance you from the people that love you. You guys ever experienced that? You
Yes.
know, and that's a
Yeah.
clear sign of abuse. Like some people hate the way other people love you and the way that other people care for you. That's a very real thing that all of us ladies need to be aware of. There are people out there that hate the way that other people care about you. So, jealousy is real when these are supposed to be people that care about you as well. Like in your instance, Tita, you would have thought, okay, I'm dating this man and they've gone through this process with you. You should have gotten nothing but kudos. Like, I knew you could do it. You would worry for nothing. I knew you were going to pass, stuff like that. But instead, you're met with negativity. That's a
Yep.
jealous person that
Or
didn't
feeling
want you to pass.
guilty. Or feeling guilty of, what you have going on. You know what I mean? Like I have a cousin and any type of things that she will say to her husband, like he will make her feel guilty that she's actually doing the right thing for herself or for her family. But he will make her feel like, damn, was it really dumb? And I'd be like, girl, no, that's what you're supposed to do because he ain't do it. So who else gonna do it? But I get that.
Yeah. And that's so wrong.
Yep. I had to tell him like damn. I said, you act like I did some shit that was mediocre. Like, dude, I could actually save your life. You don't even know what type of process I just went through and what all I know. You know what I'm saying? Even though you seen me study for it, you still didn't show no interest in knowing like, oh, my girl really got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy.
And look, let me pause for a second and say, Tina, that was a great video today. I had to catch, you was live when I was work. I could barely listen. I could barely read the chat, but I watched it as soon as I got off. That was a great video today. Y'all check it out. Tina put the link in the chat.
Oh, girl. I'm like, I just couldn't take it no more. I'm like, what the hell?
Look, you
It's
did your
like,
thing on that video.
who is they? Who
That was
is
that was
they?
a good little session.
Well, I
Yes.
thank y'all for dropping through in on me. I'm like, I'm just on the whole little rant by myself. And it actually felt good. Like, Cat Ass asked me earlier, Thompson, you okay? So I'm like, shit, I'm great.
Look, sometimes you gotta express yourself. Look, other people don't mind doing it, so look, should nobody be feeling no type of way about it?
I'm just trying to get some understanding to this
Mm-hmm.
madness. Like, dude, it's YouTube. It
Mm-hmm.
is the internet.
Yep. Okay, Donicia said, good evening. I have to get used to this time. Yes, Donicia, look, we miss you, girl. Come on in. You've been tipping in here at the last minute. We barely get to hang out and get your fun comments. 9:30 Central Standard Time, girl. Okay. And Donicia says, shout out to you and your man. Donicia said, I can't relate. My man loves to flaunt off my success. Who wants a bum on their arm? No damn body. That's right.
Man,
No, you're
what?
Yeah.
Say that again.
That's
A
right.
person that don't want you to top them,
Right?
that's their ego.
Yeah. Tita, Donicia said, drop your channel, girl.
I
Look,
got you, girl. I got
Donicia,
you.
Donicia, you gonna fall out when you watch that video. You gonna fall out. Voiceover says that's very disturbing. And honestly, I was in a DV situation with him and had to call the police several times on him. And when my daughter was 3, I had to flee from my own house. Oh my goodness. Stephanie, we glad you made it through, girl. Sometimes it's a process getting there and realizing, like, hey, this person does not have my best. Isn't that sad and hurtful when you have to realize, you know what? The person I love the most does not have my best interest at heart. Like they just don't have my best interest at heart. And that's a very sad feeling. And I can only imagine how you felt. But we're glad you made it through, Stephanie. Okay. Let
Can
me
you
get
see the link, Donicia?
Donicia, there's the link. She put it in there. Hope you can copy and paste that. Okay. So look, I'm gonna skip past her little story. Let's get to the next one. Let me see. Here we go.
Black men want black women to bow and scrape like we did alongside them in the slave days. See, when black women get corporate jobs or get their education or achieve anything that has nothing to do with the help of a man, black men get pressed. And it shows because they make comments like, oh, well, black women don't mind bowing down to her white zaddy in corporate America. Well, white daddy in corporate America gives me paid leave, maternity leave, bonus pay, insurance, and paid vacations. And what do black men give black women? Oh, I know, more reasons to stay single. So if black men think it's black women's fault that they're behind, they can just think about the fact that women weren't allowed to have bank accounts until the 1970s. And somehow, some way, even when black men leave black women for God knows what reason, with the children and the bills and the house and all the responsibility of being a parent, they're still achieving their goals with little to no help. These women are making it happen with no handouts from anybody. That's why they're jealous. They'll say it all the time, oh, the black woman should be submissive to us and bow down to us because we're the kings of the earth. Kings where? They're talking about building an empire, but they can't even build the table that they want black women to bring something to. So according to black men, not only do black women have to bring something to the table, she has to pay for half the table, set the table, she has to cook the food, put it on the table, and clean the table afterward. Black men, you can't blame black women for your failure to keep up and succeed like she has. Yeah, if I was a man, I'd feel pretty incompetent too.
Ooh.
Men are jealous of women. It is the root of all of our issues as genders in our society. Men are jealous of women. And from the lens of a man, you could see why that would be the case. The attention that women receive is not attention the majority of men will ever receive in their lives. Now, women are often the targets of hostile, aggressive, and even violent attention. But conversely, most men aren't the subject of attention ever. Most of their existences are irrelevant unless they are providing something or serving a purpose. Now, this is not me playing my little violin for men. We all have our crosses to bear, and it is a patriarchal society that has set up the perspectives of the genders in this way. The same society that the majority of men uphold. I think if the majority of men stopped and observed the plights of women due to the patriarchy, they would solve a lot of their own problems in that process. That usually doesn't happen. So again, I'm not playing my tiny violin for anybody. However, the hyperfixation, the hypersexualization of women does cause men to envy us. From the viewpoint of a man, women can date as many people as possible, have much more options. And not only do they have more options than suitors, but a lot of our suitors are willing to provide lifestyles for us. I have several men in my life that are not only envious of the men that I date, but they're envious of the lifestyle that these men provide for me. It's a double-sided envy. Not only do they want to be with beautiful women to receive some kind of social status, to feel validated as men, but they want the attention and the lifestyle that these women are awarded. And again, since there's not a ton of thought on the adversities that women face, the advantages of being a woman, the advantages of being an attractive woman is all that men are really left to observe.
This creates a hatred for women in their hearts. Not only do they resent not being able to have them, but they resent what they have. That's why you'll see so many comments talking about, you know, OnlyFans and girls having sugar daddies and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, if any of these men woke up tomorrow as a woman, they would do the same thing, if not worse. And the thing that deters a lot of women from pursuing these paths is because they are so shamed by society where men's voices are the loudest. But it's the catch-22 that we're always presented with, where they want us to put out, but then they judge us for being sluts. It's because they have this conflicting contradiction of emotion that they're constantly wrestling with. Now, I'm envious of men too. I'm envious of the reality they face in several ways, and I can make a separate video about that. But the reason why they always try to put us down whenever we get a little bit of leadway is because they already feel like we have it too good, and they're jealous.
Mm.
Do you know what's terrifying about men?
Here, let me pause on that. What y'all think about that? She had a lot of points. She did have a lot of points. Okay, let me see. I see something by Stephanie. Let's see. Stephanie said, I'm so grateful and very relieved I'm not in a relationship with him. And thanks so much, Candy. I have a cordial relationship with him at a distance. Yes. I mean, and see, that's the crazy thing about it. Even as a woman, especially if you have a child with someone, you still try to maintain, even though they've done you so wrong, you still always try to maintain a bit of civility, you know, for the sake of your child. When a lot of times they don't give you that same grace. The only time that they want to give you that type of grace and be okay with you is if they feel like they've moved on to something better than you. You guys ever notice that? They're willing to be cool with you when they feel like they've moved on enough. And I have somebody else. But if they don't have that going for them, it's nothing but pure jealousy and giving you a hard time and things of that nature. So thankfully y'all can maintain that. Yes, it's definitely hard. And it's hard to try to get along with somebody that you feel has done you wrong. But women do it all the time. Women do it all the time. A lot of men, not so much. I'm not going to say not all men try to, but a lot of them don't. So, okay, let's get back here.
Only now just learning about men, I mean insecure men, will date a girl that they already know is out of their league and be so jealous over it that he will try to ruin her life. I'll explain. A lot of times men will see your worth and your potential way before you do. And if they see a glimmer of something in you, something that they themselves are lacking in, the opportunities you have, maybe you're really ambitious, you have a sweet personality, it can even just be your aura. If you're one of those girls and you walk in a room and you're magnetic and you get attention, babe, they hate it. So when they see all that in you, they are going to try to crush all of it. They will try to ruin your confidence, keep trying to diminish all of your achievement. They will keep trying to humble you, especially if there's an audience. They'll just do anything, try and minimize you and bring you down, because taking you down a couple pegs is the only way he can make himself feel like he's equal to you or above you. One sec, I need to fix this blush. So if you've ever dated a guy and wondered why he was treating you bad when you didn't deserve it, he's probably just mad jealous of you, girl. I feel like this is definitely what was happening to me in my last situation, and my dumb ass didn't even realize. So I was modeling the time that I was seeing this guy, and it's so weird. I feel like this guy liked the validation of being able to say to his homeboys he was with a model. Meanwhile, on the low, like, he almost resented me for it. I mean, like, he would bring up other girls from my agency, just trying to minimize my career. For no reason. I'm not even joking. Sometimes this guy would try and compare and compete with me on how much money we were making. This guy would tell me how much money he'd made, unprovoked, by the way, didn't ask. And then he'd be like, well, how much money did you make then? I bet you didn't make that much. First of all, you are a white male. With all that privilege you got, I would kind of hope you were making more than me. And also, why is it a competition? So weird. So when my TikTok had first started growing, I never ever mentioned it. He had looked me up or whatever and found my account, and literally off rip, he got so weird about it. Out of nowhere, he was like, I just hate girls that are obsessed with likes and followers. My ex never had any social media. Okay. He used to do like impressions of me, make fun of my videos. One time, out of nowhere, he was like, what, do you think you're sick because you've got 50k followers? No, I don't think I'm sick because I've got 50k. You think I'm sick because I've got 50k. Because I don't be bringing it up. You do. I feel like he just didn't like the fact that I had something cool going for myself. But obviously, he just had to tear it down. Fast forward to when I started dating somebody new, when this guy found out about my TikTok, I was like, right, I can help you do a content plan if you want. Guy got me filming equipment, he was sending me the contact for brands he thought I'd be good to collab with. Now that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, moral of the story. A guy that is secure in himself and in what he has going on, he's gonna move accordingly. A secure guy is gonna be thrilled at the thought of you doing well, not threatened by it.
That's right.
I don't know why people be so shocked when I say this, but I talk about women being jealous of me a lot, but I forget to hit on this part. Men being jealous of me. Like, don't sleep on the idea that it's some men out here who are deeply jealous of women, intelligent women, beautiful women, women who can hold their own, women with beautiful hearts, women who attract a certain crowd, women who carry a certain aura about themselves, women who
I gotta
are
pause
confident,
on her.
women who know how to just
What
take
is this
care of
thing?
themselves with no problems. Like,
Mhm. That
There we go.
sound like
Hey,
what I was talking about earlier.
hey,
Yeah,
truth
that's
will make
crazy.
you free.
Hey, Fruit, how are you? So that that's crazy. It's certainly it's a lot of men out here that display all these type of jealous tendencies, and the thing of it is, they can't even compare to what you have. And it's like you can be the type of woman that you're like, yeah, I'm willing, even though I have what I have, I'm willing to share, help build, and things like that. And they're still not content with that. Or the men that are making comparisons and want you to have this going for you, and they have nothing going for themselves. It's like, how dare you try to act like there are certain men that will act like I deserve this. I should have this. I should have this. I should have this amount of money. I should have these things, yet they can't even provide them for themselves.
Right. That's another example. Like once he had showed me how to fix my own credit and stuff, right? He gave me the juice. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And he found out my credit score was higher than his, baby. He didn't want to help me with my damn credit no more.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yep, because some men will want you to be beneath them instead of you building up together and getting things and attaining things together. Even even if you are in that building phase, you know what I mean. Why is it a competition? Let's encourage each other. You encourage me, I encourage you. What is wrong with that? That's crazy that people get upset about this and hateful towards things like this.
Selfish and greedy.
Yeah, definitely. Bev said you need to get far away from them and quickly. Ugh. Babs also said a jealous man will take your life and they will unalive you and your and that's true too. Very much so. If I can't have you, nobody else will. And women, young women especially, and some old ones too, that need to get out of that mentality. If you're dealing with a man that it talks like that, thinks like that, we come from a time where, and hopefully things are changing with young ladies and they realize differently. But y'all remember back in the day, oh, that means he loves me. No, that doesn't. It means he's crazy. It means he will take your life with all that jealousy and things like that.
Yes, they will.
So women need to be aware.
Even if like you too close to somebody that you met them through and they feel, well, y'all shouldn't be friends like that because it's another meal. Like it's crazy. Like I've experienced so many different jealousy traits. It's crazy, y'all. I'm like,
Now, I
it's
did
unbelievable.
experience that.
What happened?
Like what Tita just said. Like if you have a male friend, then the male that you're with, like they'll get jealous that you're talking to another male. And it don't even have to be the relationship standpoint. It could just be you're talking, but they would get jealous. Like, why are you talking to this man and stuff like that? I did experience that.
Yeah.
They keep saying that I'm too nice. They be like, you just talk to anybody. Like, you just so nice. And I be like, I'm just being polite.
Yes, I have heard that before. And honestly, it's like, I've never it's just like and it would be like we would be in the grocery store and I would just, in passing just
Have the general conversation. Like,
say
hey, how
hello.
are you?
Yeah, or say
Oh,
hello.
no, I'm good.
They're mad. They feel like you shouldn't even speak to nobody.
Yes.
That's weird to me. That's
That's
weird.
weird. Because I'm like, I'm a people's person. I
What?
can't stop that. Like, I'm
Y'all
not
know it.
flirting.
Yeah, I know in some countries, like these women can't speak to other men. Like that's highly disrespectful. So, or part of their religions or whatever. So, I don't know where these black men come with thinking thinking that it's part of
Yeah, because
religion.
I
But
ain't
you better
never
be
met
as
them.
friendly to as many black people as you can.
No,
Look at
look,
Donicia.
go to the top. Read some of these comments to me.
Oh, okay. Let me read up. Let me go up. Let me go up. All right. Let's get to. Oh, we already did her, right?
Start up there with voiceovers. That's the last one by voiceovers.
Women are. That's the one you're
Yep,
talking about.
that's what. That's
Okay.
what we're at.
Women are the nutriers, caring, loving, motherly, kind-hearted queens of the earth. Yes, we
Amen.
is. Yes,
Amen.
we are.
Yes,
Miss
yes,
Babs
yes.
said, I lost 2 of my best friends like that. It's no joke. First red flag, leave relationship immediately.
Amen.
Immediately.
Donicia said, Dynasty Scott said, y'all just making me think this man, y'all are just making me think this man snoring next to me is a real king because I can't relate. I'm a tomorrow. Dynasty, I'm cooking right now at 11:28 at night, okay? Listen, we gotta do what we do. We gotta do what we do.
Look, Donisi, what you make a girl? You gonna make your man a roast? Make him a nice pot roast.
What, mashed potatoes, girl. And make sure he
Yes.
got
You gotta
potatoes and
make him
carrots in it.
a nice hearty meal for that man. Yes, cook for that king tomorrow. Shoot. Oh Lord. Okay, now look, we about to get out of here, but look, I wanted just to give everybody some food for thought. And you know what? We about to have a show. I know sometimes they be beating this topic to death, but look, I ain't beat it to death yet. And look, I want to have my turn too, because this conversation has made me think about that whole 50-50 thing. Y'all going 50-50 in your relationships? Now I know
I'm going 100. I'm not giving you half. You not giving me half. We look. It's our own.
Yeah, but you know what? I do want to talk about the fact that
like
a lot of
splitting
these
bills.
a lot of these men want you to split these bills and go 50-50, but it's like, dang, if we really going 50-50, we're going to talk about it on the show, but let me just give a little preview. If we going 50-50, but you still have expectations that I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and I'm doing all
That
this other
part.
stuff, no, that's not 50-50. We can't go 50-50 on that, because if we 50-50, look, literally we roommates.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much.
that mean you don't get no meal out of me if I don't feel like cooking. Now, and if I cook, I don't eat my leftovers because I've had meals for lunch.
But I feel like even if you do go 50, okay, what if you don't go 50-50, right? But both of y'all is basically working full-time jobs. He's doing his 40 and then you are doing your 40. And he expects you to still come home, cook and everything else while he don't do nothing. I have a problem with stuff like that.
Yes, that's an issue. That's my
an
thing.
issue.
That's an
That's
issue.
a huge issue.
We're going to talk about it too. We definitely going to talk about it. Yes, we are. All right, y'all. It's time for us to get on out of
How
here.
you gonna leave us with a cliffhanger?
Because that's the next show.
Ain't about nothing.
That was a good one, Candace.
That's
That
the
was a
next
good
show.
one.
Thanks for stopping in, voiceovers. Glad you made it.
Yes, I'm so happy you made it.
Look at Babs. You better get on this conversation. Babs says what's his is mine and what's mine is mine.
For sure,
You
for
damn
sure.
right. Don't ask me what I got.
Cause I'm
What you
spoiled.
got?
Cause I'm spoiled, goddammit. I always been that way.
So we're going to talk about that next. Y'all going 50-50 with y'all, man? Now, it's going to be a good conversation because, times is hard out here. And a lot of families need both incomes. But what I have an issue with, and let me stop talking about it so we can get it on the show. But what I have an issue is, if we are pulling together as a unit to make things happen financially, don't you bring your ass in the house and go get on the game or get in front of the TV. No, get in here. Let's get these clothes in the laundry, get these kids taken care of, help me cook and everything. We both gonna be tired when we get in the bed. Not you laying in the bed knocked out and I'm cleaning up, making sure everything's clean, and ready to go for the kid.
Yes.
No, something's got to give. So we got to
I'm
talk
not
about all this. I want to see how y'all
Yes,
handle
we do got to talk about it.
Let's talk about
Yeah, we
it.
do.
Let's
Now y'all
talk
got me.
about
Yeah,
it.
I like that subject. We definitely got to talk about
Let's
it.
Yes, we
talk
talking
about it.
about it. Yes. Okay, so y'all, thank you guys for coming in. I forgot to remind y'all to hit the like button on your way in. So let me
Like.
remind you. Take a second, hit the like button for me. I definitely appreciate it. And if you have a few minutes to spare, please leave a comment. It helps, and I appreciate it greatly. Look, and it's free and it don't cost you nothing. Look, that's what everybody else say. I'm gonna say it too. Shit.
It's free.
And it don't cost you a dime, y'all. I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye.
Later, y'all.
Bye.
Go check out my channel and like and subscribe.
Yep.